I'm turning on Instagram. You guys know that. Hold on. I love you guys for being here. It's different. We're doing something different today. Why is this not working? Oh, here it comes. Oh, yeah. All right. Hey, Instagram, we're live. I'm not going to be able to hear your comments, so come over here on Instagram. Everybody's over here. Give me 1 second. I got to do one more thing, guys. Now, this is Stephanie, guys. She was on a live with Pop Culture Green Room with Kim and me, and we were doing tarot cards. You guys know I can't do 10 things at once. Give me 1 second. But yeah, we was something different today because we have literally nothing to freaking talk about. We already talked about Jersey, and I'm trying to ignore what's going on. So that's not going to be today, unless we pull some cards for them. Have you watched this?
What was interesting is we actually did a podcast, like a quick, like it was supposed to be a 15-minute like recording on Monday. So I pulled cards, what is just going on at like Bravo, and the cards that came out was like that they need to let go of Andy.
Really?
Yeah, that
why is that?
A lot of drama and animosity tailored towards him.
Okay.
And they just need to bring in like fresh blood. And because like everything that he wants, it's like he just has his like hands wrapped kind of like a python and just strangling everything because of who he's put in his corner and everything else. Like obviously who he agrees with and makes contracts with isn't necessarily the best decisions. The Valley being an example, Real Housewives being an example, like, so they need some fresh blood in there.
So do you think he had influence getting Kristen and Jax back on the show, back on Bravo after they've been fired?
Oh, absolutely.
So why do you think they're not going to remove Teresa? Why would they give her own show, first of all, right? But why won't they remove her when she's the stem of all this? She's the stem of all the problems. Like, she is the one who created the animosity. She got Jen to be her soldier, right? So all these girls are acting on behalf of her. Now we're 3 years later, and Jen's fighting with Danielle because she had originally had stuck up for Teresa and had Danielle to do her dirty work. They all had Danielle, so Danielle figures it out. She's about to yell at Jen Aiden, "You set me up." And Teresa's like, "Oh, no, mm-mm." And then Jen Aiden's like, "No, like she's calling her a thief." But when it all comes down, everybody stuck up for Teresa. And now Teresa's like out of this. But she's the one who's also doing the Von T stuff behind closed doors. Like, everybody knows she's exposed. So why are we not?
I just pulled cards and the Lovers came out.
What does that mean?
Okay, well, the whole thing that is coming out, the Six of Wands came out.
Okay.
The Knight of Swords reversed. So it's not like sexual stuff or anything, even though she might have been banging one of the producers, who knows.
Whoa.
The feeling I'm getting is it's more of like Andy and other people, like she's their ride or die. And with the Knight of Swords in reverse, like that's not necessarily a good decision because she has been there so long that she's weaseled her way through, and she's very good. Like, as we've seen on the show, like she's very good at playing the victim.
But nobody believes that
play, even though people don't believe her. Like she gaslights everybody and makes people question themselves. But I also think it's probably most likely due to contracts that she has and dirt that she has, and she's just weaseled her way through, where I literally see like tentacles coming from her going to different people within the organization, and that's why they can't get rid of her, like, because she's not only just working things on this side, but she's also working things on the spiritual side.
Oh, I get it,
because it's not just one thing that's always
it. She's so Louie's definitely she's definitely spiritually contracted to Louie, correct? She's got to be right because they're married. So I know we asked this question before, but just for people that have not listened, guys, by the way, Stephanie does tarot readings. We're going to give you guys a whole discount thing. She's going to explain it when we're done. I'll explain everything she does. But now, how we got to talk about Louie. We got to talk about Real Housewives of Jersey, even though I said we won't, but we have to, because it just blows my mind. Everybody in the audience, like everybody watching the show, people that have turned on her, everybody that's turned on, everything that's happening is like, so if she's spiritually contracted to him, is he a life lesson? I know I asked you before. Like, is he a bigger life lesson than what Joe was for not?
He's her justice.
What's that mean? She's finally gonna get justice.
So basically what that means is like, yeah, it's not just a spiritual contract. It's
Yeah.
literally the universe sending her just desserts.
Because she literally blamed God for the first time. She literally just blamed God for going to prison again. She said, I had to ask God. I was mad at God. I don't know who this is. I think you got the wrong person. I don't know if she was mad at God or she was mad at God. And she's like, oh, but then I figured it out so I could meet Louie. And it's like, no, God didn't sign Monica Chacon's name. You did. Okay. Yeah. So now the universe is like, no, you have not learned your goddamn lesson. So then I was like, then she said, they could have been at a nexus point where, like, if she did learn her lesson, then she would have met Louie. But since she didn't meet her lesson, the nexus point right there, here he comes. And it's like, but now is Bravo, is it like the contract for Bravo to keep her, so it's keep her safe, basically? Because I feel like without the show, all he has is her life insurance.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, she's not safe without eyes on her. I don't know.
I don't know if it's necessarily safe. Like the King of Swords have came in, which is, it's all about intellect and everything else. Like I see her pulling the strings. Like I think a lot of people think that, oh, you know, she kind of tries to play dumb, but she's not. She knows how to work contracts. Yeah. She has the best lawyers on team. She has the best.
Well, the lawyer's also in trouble though.
Yeah, like, well, yeah, because they got freaking caught.
That's what I mean. Like, so, like,
look at how long we had those scams going on. And then it's the ego and the audacity is the reason that she thought she could do something similar again.
It's so crazy. I don't understand.
So, and I mean, the thing is that she had a choice. Like, if she would have learned her lesson after coming out of prison and everything else and turned things around, like, she had the strength card on her side, which would have been like a loving, nurturing mother and, like, you know, rising above and being like like a phoenix rising from the ashes, which, by the way, if you guys go to my website, like, that is my logo. That's what I'm all about. Like, she would have been fine, and she would have met him and she would be like, no, I'm not interested. Instead, she met him and was like, yes, let's see how many more people we can scam.
And like, how is he still, like, he literally just got caught for the fake patient thing. Yeah, he's basically stalking his ex Vanessa Reiser. So now the judge, Bo Dietl and Louie are basically in, hey, I don't know his name, well, but thank you. Thanks for being here. We're not talking about like personal stuff. We're talking about like weekend afterwards. We're talking about Bravo stuff first.
But reading, you can go to my website and we'll talk about
New Wings Rising, right? New Wings Rising.
Yeah, New Wings Rising.
Yeah. I'll make sure we put it in the thing. But I don't know. So Vanessa Reiser, he sent two fake patients there. Two. They got in trouble, got caught because she took them to court for it. And it was they also I guess something with their phones. He was like, I don't know, like going into the phone system, basically. That's what they got in trouble. The judge, the lawyer, everybody that basically said that Vanessa was crazy, and the lawyer and the judge was like, no, you're crazy, not him, or I don't know, this whole thing. But admitted that yes, he did send fake patients, but you're the one that's crazy. All those people got in trouble, the prosecutor and everything. But like, is he still in love with his ex Vanessa? Like, why is he still going after her? So not only has he done that now, that's over with. He's in trouble with that. He's also suing other people because they talked to her. So he's like trying to keep her, I feel like, in his, I don't know, he's a narcissist.
He's a narcissist. And like for that question, it was the Knight of Cups reversed.
Yeah.
It's because like he no longer has control over her life. So he's going to try to make it as difficult as possible. Also because he's losing money. And, you know, and that's the one thing that like narcissists can't love. But the one thing that they do appreciate is money, because to them it's a status symbol. So with him, she is taking how he's viewing it. She's taking money from his mouth. She's taken his like, you know, it's an ego.
Like she ran away on the wedding day. Like she's a runaway.
Like
she left.
Yeah, like
he's like the ultimate punishment to her, right?
Yeah, like he didn't get his payback. Like he spent all this money and everything on her, and he didn't get his payback. So now, like it is.
I mean, marry a famous person so I can throw it in your face, and that basically hurt by him going on the show with Teresa has made her in the public eye and made her life a little bit harder And because people go after her now, I mean, I'm friends with her, but I obviously I had her on the show, but I watch closely what goes on, and he triggers me because of what he does, and everybody sees it, but it's he never gets in trouble. How does he keep getting away with all this stuff? Hey, Zara. So another question, Jen, Ada, and Kim, if that's Kim or Blair, we love you. Hi, Kim, Blair. Are you surprised to see us? I said something this morning. I was oh, by the way, I know it's been a while. I'm glad that you're back, though, if you are. What do you think was going on with Jen Aiden? So Jen Aiden, obviously, is she losing her grip? Is she realizing that Teresa's not going to stick up for her? She went crazy.
I mean, it's the tower reverse, which is basically self-destruction. So when it comes to the tower upright, usually, it's still destruction, but it's in a good way. It's a way to remove everything out of your life and whatever's going on so you can build a steady foundation. The fact that it's coming in reverse is that, it's just the tower has literally been turned upside down, and it's self-destruction for all of them.
Wow, because that's what it looks like too. Yeah. So let's tell everybody about your website and your channel and everything, and how I met you guys through. I met Stephanie through Kim. We're gonna call her my spiritual guide, my guidance right now. And we're gonna just tell everybody about your website, tell everybody what you do and all your stuff, because you said something yesterday. I was I don't know what that is, but okay. Shannon Beador.
All numerology or
astro? No, it was Astronomy something.
Oh, astrocartography. Astrology, astrocartography.
Yeah.
So you guys might know. Basically what I am a certified health and life coach that is certified by the International Coaching Foundation, which is recognized in the UK and Australia, and it will be making its way here into the United States in the next couple of years. But also what I do is I kind of combine life coaching with spiritual guidance. So I offer tarot readings. I have 30-minute readings, 15-minute readings, but I also do coaching sessions. And actually my term is a transfiguration coach. And what that is teaching people that are going through really transitional and difficult times in their life, how to transmute that energy and make it work for their benefit so they can basically take into the next chapter. So the company I started, I actually used to be in corporate America for over 15 years, was beginning to be a CFO for a Fortune 500 company. And my soul hated me for it. So I quit. Quit, started my own company, New Wings Rising. You can find it at www.newwingsrising.com. I have a whole bunch of services there. I do also have Instagram that is literally just New Wings Rising, where I post inspirational quotes. I also talk about hydromancy, which is a practice of divination and scrying, and just all kinds of different little things like that. But I am offering right now for the first 11 people that sign up for a service an 8% discount, and I will type it actually here.
Oh, did you? Guys, if we were trying to get her to go live, I thought she was able to go live on her actual channel.
No, because YouTube changed their requirements.
I didn't know that. 50 subscribers. We got to get you 50 subscribers. Oh, that's right, because of Q. That's right. My friend Q is right. Yeah. I didn't even question it either when she was saying that. But yeah, that would be crazy. That's crazy. We'll get you 50 subscribers, guys. Yeah. Whoever's watching, there's 81 of you. There's 400 people that like this. Please subscribe right now.
So my YouTube, which I just created in the past week, is Stephanie's Guide to the Universe, and it's spelled Stephanie, Stefanie. And I will start posting daily polls and talk about planetary alignment and things of that nature. But also that code for an 8% discount on my website is really your reality, June 2024.
Okay. You have to tell me how to do it. You have to tell me how to do it. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, yeah, it'll be linked to my channel, I guess, right? It'll link to my description.
Channel. And then if you're recording this, I can upload it to my channel. So
you can find it. You can upload this. And I think they'll send you a recording right to your email when we're done.
Yeah. Oh, and also on my Instagram, I forgot to say.
Oh, you guys over here on Instagram. Hi.
Yeah, I am doing, if you follow me, there's a post that I made that says free reading. If you like that post, follow me and just comment with your favorite emoji. You're going to be entered into a free 30-minute reading. And I will announce who the winner is on Friday. and DM you and like get your information.
Okay, that's on Instagram, guys. So if anybody people are Instagram in the chat. It's New Wings Rising, right? On Instagram,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
On Instagram, and then on YouTube it's Stephanie's Guide to the Universe.
Okay. Zara just subbed to you. Zara, will you grab her link for me if you go in there, grab the link and put it in the chat? I love you for it so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I kept trying to sign into YouTube and they were like, "You're not cool enough yet." I'm like, "Oh,
It's like fucking stupid." Oh, I cursed. Wait, is it 10 minutes from past 10 minutes? All right. Guys, I forgot to tell you guys, I'm so excited. I'm super chats now. Do you guys see super chats or no? I think you should. I hope you see super chats. I can't see them. But is there a super chat thing on there? Let me see. I'll look it through the hair. Like, I forgot to say that, like, literally, and I also forgot to tell everybody who I was. Because I forgot. I'm not used to having a guest right away. But anyway, I'm Reality of Krista Marie. Anybody that's watching, hey, Juice. Hey, this is Stephanie. She's a spiritual guide.
hi."
And New Wings Rising. And hey, Twitter. Yeah, we got everybody watching us. Okay. Yeah, and also Who's Starting on Podcast is on all of the channels on my channel, also on all the podcast sides, just audio. But if you're listening on audio only, you can come over and watch the Crazy Live, usually Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 12:15. Talk about Bravo and whatever crazy ass shit that's going on the Housewives show. Getting ready to start to watch OC. Jersey, I thought it was 9 episodes. Sorry, I lied. It's 13. I was wrong, guys. I didn't know it was 13. It kept telling us 9. But to be fair, listen, they had to freaking edit it 10 times. So let's just be fair. That's what that was, That's all. I thought it was only 9, but and not to make it any better. And we were just talking about Teresa. So, and the fact that I just can't get over that she's not fired yet, and how intertwined this is. And it's like, what could she possibly know? And then we know today that her episodes, part 2 of her freaking podcast, came out, which we haven't watched yet, with Kim D on there and Jacqueline Loretta. And it is the fakest shit I've ever seen in my life. I can't even be nice about it because there's those ladies don't like each other. They freaking hate each other. It's all, and Kim thinks that she needs Teresa for clout. Kim is doing fine on her own. If anything, she's hurting her image by going, oh, thank you, Zara. She's a fun OG. If anything, she's hurting herself by going on her podcast because people know it's fake as fuck. And the show's not coming back. So if you say you're using her for the show ain't coming back. If it's coming back, it's not coming back with Teresa. And if that's what you think, Kim, that you're going to go in there and you guys are going to make this thing that you're going to come back, it's not. You're better off being a podcaster now, Kim. And I don't want to say you're a has-been, but she is. So nobody wants to see her games anymore. We saw what she decided to do. We all saw that she said, I'm going to I got to fight shit on everybody else because I cannot fight with my brother, in writing a million different times, different ways.
Mm-hmm.
And literally, that's what she's been doing. So that's her admitting that every season before that, she was looking to fight with her brother, making it all his fault. It's never been his fault. It's always been her fault. She just said, I can't fight with my brother anymore, so I got to find shit on everybody else. So you were saying you were going into every season knowing you're going to fight with your brother because she thought that's what we wanted to see. It's like, why is she still here? Like, I don't understand.
Well, and that also just shows like the lack of self-love that she has. And people will disguise and be like, oh, she loves herself too much. And it's like, no, like people that have that much animosity directed at so many other people and wanting to be in so many of people's lives and destroy them.
Yes.
Hate themselves.
Yeah. Like, That's all you could say. Because why else would she just not let us see her be happy? Why does it have to be a fight? Why can't we just see her love for Louis, her love for the family? Like, if that's how happy she is, that's like, I don't know who lied to her because nobody wanted to see that. Yeah. Nobody wanted to see her fight with people. It's not cool. Like, it's not 2013 anymore. Like, it wasn't cute then. It was barely cute then. And she's cute, but like, she just is mean. And then to see her yell about Jackie. I don't fuck Jackie. She better go after Margaret. It's like, whoa. All right, Teresa. Like, there you are. Like, Jackie, that's exactly what Andy's talking about. And you think Bravo put that in there on accident? No, Jackie. You cannot get, for some reason, Jackie just won't. She's like the Teddy Mellencamp of Jersey. She just won't go away. Like, she refuses to be canceled. So Bravo's just like, fine. Teresa needs a friend. She is. Guys, she is the Freddie Mellencamp of Jersey. She pops out of Teresa's pocketbook like it's like, oh, surprise. It's like, where the fuck did you come from? Like Teddy does it with Teddy jumps out of Kyle's purse every time there's a Bravo camera around. Then she's jumping out of Tamrat's purse. And now she was in Teresa's hair. Remember, she jumped out of Teresa's hair at the wedding.
Yeah.
And now you got Jackie. Jackie's like jumping out of Teresa's pocketbook, like Jesus fucking Christ, lady. You hated each other. Like, what are you doing? And then you got clowned for an entire season, or actually an entire episode, then an entire episode of Watch What Happens Live, and then another episode after that. Like, it's like never ending.
Well, it's just like I kind of want to know, like, who is producing these people on the back end of
I'll tell you who's producing them.
Well, it's just like it's not even that. It's like the energy
The
behind it. It's like, what promises are you making to basically have these people self-destruct? And you also saw it on the Valley. Like, with Lala and Sheena, like they were so convinced that Tom was going to have this comeback thing.
Yes.
And it's like those producers all need to be fired too.
Well, Jim met with Jackie. Jim, the lawyer, meets with Jackie and Laura Lee and promises them a full-time position if they become be friends with Teresa. Jackie's trying to say it was her idea. No. Jimbo, the stupid lawyer who's like, I don't know if he wants to be a housewife. I don't know what he's got you don't even go here. Like, you know what I mean? You're like, where'd you come from? You don't even go here. Like, what are you doing? So Jackie listens to him. I don't know how. I don't know where are the showrunners at? The same showrunners that made Jackie think her husband was cheating on her, because the same showrunners told Teresa to tell everybody at Jackie's party or Evan's party that he was cheating. So then we have the same showrunners. I don't know where they're at now, scattered. I don't know where. Maybe Louie's doing coke with them in the bathroom. I don't know. But we have Jim meeting people on the side going, I'm going to give you a full-time position. You got to be friends with Teresa. Couldn't get Laura Lee on there because nobody wants her. But you got Jackie, and then you got Fessler. It's like, you had to pay these people. You had to promise these people. It does. Jackie can't even literally. Dolores is like, and then you call Dolores I fucking hate her. She's a fucking slob. Dolores, Jackie, do you want your ass beat? Like, can you believe? Like, the ball's on her. And again, Margaret, why did Jackie feel so comfortable to say that shit about Dolores to you? I want to know what's in between those. I want to know what's before and after that statement, because I want to know why she feels so comfortable. Why is it okay for Jackie to talk about Dolores like that? It doesn't make any sense. She had to feel that comfortable enough. So what's Marge saying? You know what I mean? That's what I want to know.
Well, and it's,
I'm not trying to throw Marge under the bus, but look, if you're going to fucking throw Jackie under the bus, I want to know why she feels so comfortable enough to talk shit on Dolores to you.
Well, and that's the thing. It's just with people like that, like, when you're able to talk smack about somebody else with, another person, like, they've made it a safe place to do so.
And you must be talking shit too.
Yeah. So, and they can, even though it doesn't get recorded and it might be seen outside, it's one of those things like, oh, I can play the innocent one. Like, I never said that. Like, there's video evidence of this person saying that, but I never said that. It's like, but first you made it a space safe enough and built to that to allow it to happen.
But see, Jackie should know better. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess you're Marge. See, Jackie's the asshole that decided to go after Marge. She's got no logical reason to be mean to her, other than Teresa wants her to. And I don't know why Teresa all of a sudden, like we said, literally Jackie wanted a full-time position. She sold her ass. She literally sold her soul. It's crazy. Like, and then, you know what? Even if, like, I know Marge, I do want to see this. I do want to see the rest of it.
Yeah, she thought she was building friendships, like girlfriends, friendships, and things like that. That she was like pulled into this false sense of reality of like, oh, everyone's going to have my back. They're not going to turn on me. And literally, they turned on her. The wheel of
come on. All she didn't hear was that Jackie wasn't going to say shit. All she had to hear was that Jackie was not going to turn on Marge. And she was like, no, you better. You bought a super chat? Oh, my God. I don't even know how to show it. I don't know how to show it. You mean on here you did?
I busted in show for the first time, but my message didn't
show. No, I have to show it somehow. Wait, hold on. Oh, my God. Hold on. Is that what this is? Oh, shit. They are there. Oh, my God. You did. Oh, wait. Pop Culture Green Room. And Mimir, yes, you did. See, there it is. Yes, you did. You did it right. Oh, thank you. Oh, shit, because I don't know how to do it. That's why. Now I do. Thank you so much. That's the first time I ever had. I'm so excited. I don't know how. It's awesome. Oh, my God. I was like right in front of my face. Didn't I show it? And I didn't realize what I was doing. Okay, cool. Thank you, guys. I'm so excited. I want to know what they're going to do with the cast. What are they going to do with the cast? Do we know? let's see. You said reboot, right? You said self-destruct,
Well,
but do we
it's
think
funny. It's like self-destruct, and just so you guys know, I have a deck that you can get on Etsy. It's called the
Google?
Epic deck.
Oh my god, how perfect is she?
So, yeah,
Guys,
there are some cuss words that are about to show up, but this was the card.
time to change a fucked up situation. But the thing is, my theory, my fucking idea, you have to get rid of Teresa and Jennifer. Jennifer pushed, first of all, she pushed Danielle first. She did send out the screeners, and Teresa is the one who stems from all this crap.
Mm-hmm.
Like the root of all the evil is not Marge, Teresa. It is you. She is the root of all this evil, right? But she's not securing her spot because guess what? She picked the wrong hill and that hill to die on.
But
She's
that's the thing is like right now when I'm pulling, like, because I was like, is Bravo going to try to get rid of her?
Please tell me
It's the full reverse. They're like, no, they want to whatever she has on these people, whatever contracts are behind closed doors, whatever is going on, they don't want to get rid of her.
But listen, but Monica got fired. They made an example out of Monica for doing much less. This is what Monica did times 10 to kids that are still there. And not to mention that her husband's a fucking fraud. So, like, why in the world would they say, Monica's got to go. We can't have this. We're putting our foot down. We're going to make sure that we're not going to have this toxicity in our franchises. And then allow Teresa to get away with it.
Well, and on top of that, like, not even just the new Housewives of New Jersey, or Real Housewives of New Jersey. Let's talk about what happened just in Atlanta. A woman, posted those pictures and she's gone. And
that's another thing. Why is Kenya fired? I don't understand. I mean, okay, does she deserve to be fired? No, I don't even know. Like, I don't know anything about the pictures. I don't understand. All I'm looking on the outside looking in, it looks like there's a lot of pausing and firing on one side of the tracks and then not doing and not punishing the other side. It's like you're bringing back Southern hospitality, you're bringing back Southern charm, you're bringing back people. You're bringing out Jersey. You're going to give her own show, but you're going to pause Martha Vineyard. You're going to fire Kenya. Teresa and Jack and Teresa, they're fucking violent. So what did Kenya do? That's something. What she do? She posted a picture of a penis that she drew or something. Did she draw the penis or something? I don't know.
I don't even know what she did, like, because there's so many different stories coming out. The thing that I was like, ma'am, as one business owner to another, and she's very successful, you were literally at your opening. Why did you make it about somebody else?
Because apparently this chick hooked up with Mike or something, the husband. I don't know.
What is the one, and I know it's easier said than done, but what is the one woman that it was like a UK or Australia show where she's like, he's your problem now? We need to start adopting that.
I don't even know if this chick, I think she might just hooked up with him once or twice. I don't even know if it's true. I'm just saying, I think it's like a rumor from before. I don't know. I don't think she wants him or anything. But I mean, they're not even divorced. But the whole thing is Kenya, they told her, I think the producers told her not to do it. So I think that's why she got fired. But still, Teresa should have known. Like, listen, if you're saying I'm making an example out of Monica for doing this trolling behind the scenes and getting people, which she wasn't. She was exposing a fraud. But then Teresa is like is literally admitting and there's like all kinds of rating that she's going after John Fuda, this, that, she's doing this and that and this and that. And she's doing the same fucking thing. And she's been doing it for years. She's like literally made the franchise where we cannot interview them. They're on a gag order. So their social media, there goes that shit. So then the viewers are pissed. Like everybody's mad. Like nobody wants to deal with this shit. Her fucking her viewers literally bite your head off. You cannot even have a normal conversation to talk about the show with people because if you go against Teresa, you get your head bit off.
Well, and what's interesting is she literally has the Nine of Swords reversed. Like she's showing no fear. Like
that's crazy.
Upright. It's like she has no fear. She does not know how to fear because she's always on the defensive. Like the Hermit reversed, which is she's never going to go away. She's never going to be in the limelight.
Going to go back to jail.
Because and the Five of Wands reversed because she brings too much drama. So
nobody
makes too much money because here we are. We don't even like her, and we're still talking about her.
Yeah, but she's not getting like everything. They might view it, but they're not. Everybody talking is not in her favor. Like the viewership is way down anyway. So, and nobody wants to literally cover it because of the toxicity. So that's a problem for Bravo. That should be anyway, because we make them relevant before in between seasons. Thank you. Who are you going to go to? ABC, CBS, NBC? No. Where do you go? You go here 24/7. We're talking about it, right? You can go somewhere on Reddit. You can always find somebody talking about it. This is what we keep them relevant for. That's why they use us. That's why they have the, that's why she had people in her corner, but she used them for the wrong thing. Like, you're not supposed to do it that way. Yeah, you're supposed to have bloggers and people that you talk to. Yeah, of course, how you get your stuff out there. But you're not supposed to do it what allegedly Monica did and got fired for. Oh, we can't have that toxicity. Like, fucking get the fuck out of here. You knew about the season that you knew she was Fontees, and you let it go. And here we are. And you fired her, the best housewife ever they've ever had ever is Monica. And they fire her or pause her, but they're going to keep somebody like fucking Teresa. We don't want her. And we've said it. We've made it clear. We don't want her any longer. We don't want you to go here anymore.
Well, it sounds like Bravo also needs to shake some things up behind the scenes. Like, we talked about this earlier today.
I mean, they put them on a gag order, like no reunion. They beat the fuck out of each other. No reunion. What the fuck else do they want? Like, it is so bad that they cannot have a reunion. And guess what? Nobody's refusing to film with each other. They have all filmed together. Stop saying that it's a Melissa thing. Melissa and Teresa have been in the same room 4 or 5 times. They filmed together. They're just not speaking. Stop saying that somebody won't film with the other. That's not a thing. Stop people who are saying that. That's not happening. That is not a reason for Bravo to not have the reunion. Bravo doesn't have a reunion because they're fucking protecting Teresa. Because they don't want her to have to answer to all the shit that she got in trouble for. Everything that's coming out with Melissa's old news. Because if that happens, then they have to take action. So what do? Have like no reunion so they can't ask her about it.
Think about it this way: like, Bravo's been protecting her for so long, and
they can't. And also, they lose their paychecks.
They will probably be called into question too for what they've covered up.
Yeah,
so
I guess they don't get paid. Half of their paycheck is gone because of no reunion. Okay, so again, how is everybody not looking at this? Is all Teresa and Jennifer's fault. Because why can't you have a reunion? Why? Because everybody was filming. Because you don't want, literally, it makes no sense. They put them in the room. They forced them 4 or 5 times to get together. And look what happened. We had a fist fight here. We're going to have a fist fight next week. We're going to have a fist fight at the rails at the finale. Why? Because you keep forcing them to be together. Well, literally, make her answer her fucking literally answer for what she's done. And then everybody can just move on. She can just tell everybody she hates them. And then let's be that. And then you have, literally let them film and see how many times she gets filled with. Nobody will film with her because she doesn't want to film with anybody else. So if you want them all to film together, you got to literally make her answer the fucking question. That's the problem, because nobody will let her. She will not answer the questions. Everybody's after her. Why'd you do this, Teresa? That's why they're fighting with her. Why'd you do this, Teresa? She won't answer it. She blames everybody else. So Bravo just won't sit her down and have them all just Bravo, make her answer why she was able to do this and get away with it. Why did she lie about the John Fuda stuff? Why she's lying about calling Marge's son? Why is Louis lying about Bo Dietl? Why is he wearing Minona's pajamas? Why won't he take pajamas off? We need to, I have questions, follow-up questions. He needs to take off Minona's pajamas before he goes. And please leave them. And please stop wearing them. I want to know that. And I also want to know what broke in her and when. When did she decide that her nephew was not a Gorga and that she was going to let the world know that and that her brother hear that? Knowing also that, saying, my parents thought so too. Knowing that they're not here any longer. So Joey's already got something in his head about his parents not loving him. So this hateful, disloyal, disillusioned fucking cunt is going to sit there and let her fucking brother suffer on the same show, but everybody's blaming Joe. But who the fuck does that to their family? Who does that? Who? What broke in her? What the fuck broke in her? And then Kim D, that she wanted Melissa to be a stripper. Then she was a cheater. But of course, Teresa didn't say it. She just let everybody else say it. And then she has Danielle fighting for her, basically. Because Danielle knows that they set her up at this point. And they're calling her a fucking... First of all, you set me up, now you're going to call me a thief? Like, get the fuck out of here. And then you're going to push me on camera. She whacked her. Of course she whacked her. Why is she fucking fired? Like, it doesn't make any sense. And I swear, Bravo, you think you have low ratings now? You have really horrible ratings if you fucking do this shit. If you literally fire Danielle and don't fire Jennifer and you keep Teresa, you think your ratings are below 1 million now? They're going to be way fucking low. Because literally, I will not talk about this again. Never. I will never let, if she's on the show again, I'm not doing this anymore. They're lucky. I can't even believe I got into the comment section. I got into this whole thing to begin with because I said I wasn't talking about it. But then it's like, I had to. I mean, I just could not believe that's the reason why it got so toxic. Now we know. And now that I know, I'm like, you know what? I've been telling you this for fucking 3 years. They pay content creators to drag everybody. And who cares who listens to me? Nobody. But now we got proof. Thank you. I was right. Told you so. But nobody cares because fucking guess what? Now they got Jennifer and Danielle fighting. And this is not a Melissa and Teresa thing anymore. That is not a thing anymore. Nobody fucking cares about them. We're okay with them never talking again. The fact that she hurt her brother and her nephew and all that, that is sick. It's gross. Disgusting. Why do you want that in your back pocket? You think that Marge has an arsenal? What the fuck is that? You have content creators having your arsenal. So let's not say Jackie's the key to Marge's arsenal. Teresa, your keys, your arsenal gave you to fuck up. Your fucking arsenal, they gave you the. It's pretty bad when your enemies, literally, not your enemies, your friends turn into your fucking enemies. They all turned on her. 5, it's not just one person. 5 of them have all turned on her now. All the content creators. So what the fuck does that mean? Like literally, like you have like 4 people left. I think you pay them, I heard allegedly, to be people. So it's like literally, I mean, I don't know how much worse it could get. Like they're all here with proof saying, yeah, she paid me this. Yep, she was this joke. Oh, everything. It's all out there. I mean, there's nothing. He definitely is wearing no-nose pajamas. That's definitely true. We found that out for sure. That's not alleged. So can you ask the why he wears no-nose pajamas?
Well, what's interesting is I asked, was like, does she pay them? And what they all came out with is like, she doesn't pay them much. I don't think she pays them directly. I think somebody else pays her. And I don't know if it's necessarily money that
they're. Janita gave the one girl $1,000 for Christmas. Then she brought her like a $2,000 stroller.
It's like all gifts.
It's gifts. Yeah. And it's also like, I guess I tried to ask the one girl, why did you do this? Like, what?
Yeah, that's confirmation. It's like, it's a gift. Like they give them this gift.
Well, and they're obsessed with her. And I'm like, I'm sorry, Mon, and everybody that's turned on her. Trey Fab, a housewife historian. That was my ex co-host. And when I found out that's when I found out 2 years ago that she was behind part of it. It's just crazy. And that's like, I couldn't understand why it got so toxic that we figured out it was a Teresa. Oh my God. And I was like, first I thought it was Louis. But even her like lawyer, I was like so worried that he was like Louis was trying to get rid of the lawyer. Now it's like what he did. First of all, let's talk about Melissa Feaster real quick. Her co-host, that she's no longer her co-host because of what she did to her. Melissa Feaster did come out. I'm going to say in her statement, she did not give the details. She said, I could say much more, but I will not. She said, I'm just moving on. Blah blah blah. We know because Dana is Wilkie's Patreon and because Lindsay, Melissa's best friend, was with her at BravoCon when she got in a fight with Louis and got screamed at and had a horrible weekend being screamed at by all of them. Like she's a piece of shit, Melissa Feaster. After she's given Teresa friendship for years, probably the closest, bestest friend Teresa will ever have would be her co-host Melissa Feaster. She ran that podcast for her because Teresa obviously can't do it by herself. We saw that. And they treated her like shit. And her husband had to send her a private plane to get her out of there. Like it was so bad. They screamed at her BravoCon. And they were leading up to that. They had like these these podcasters, which I will not name them, but they're there because of Teresa. And when they comment, you obviously know whose side they're on. But they were also saying, "Oh, Melissa's boring, and she needs a new co-host." It's like, hello, Teresa can't speak. She's worse than me. Like, what do you mean? Melissa Feaster gave her so much love and friendship and understanding, and like was there for her. Like, how much closer can you get to be somebody than your co-host? Really, honestly. Like you're doing a podcast with her for 3 years. You live in a different state. So you're like, but like to get together and then to treat her like the last words I think she said to her was, Teresa, can we just talk about this? Like, we make so much money. Let's not, let's continue. Like, because we're friends. Like, can we talk about this? Teresa said, fuck you. Don't ever call me again. This immature bitch. Don't ever call me again. And then hung up on her. And like, that was it. I was like, are you kidding me? And this story is not alleged. This isn't Dana Wilkie's Patreon, which I always send you guys there. And you just look it up. It's under it's like 187, episode 187, something like that. It's just recent. It's all in there with the Monica stuff. I'm sorry, it's in there with the Gabriella stuff, and Melissa's old news stuff. She's been covering it on Dana's channel and also on Pop Culture Green Room. We've been talking about it, but Pop Culture with Balls. Chrissy, are you going there? Chrissy might be on Instagram. Chrissy Balls on Instagram at her podcast. Hey, Kath. Thank you. Love you. See you. Be home in 10 minutes. I see you. I hear you listening. Or I see you listening. Yeah, too stupid to be scared. Yeah, she gets away with it. I don't understand. But so what else should we talk about? Oh, let's talk about OC. Can we pull Shannon's cards? Because I say this is my thing. I feel like she should have walked away from the show and not given John and Jesus jugs, which that is Tamara. Tamara named her that. Okay, so Tamara being friends with her is a joke. Tamara called her Jesus jugs. So we got Jesus jugs with John Jansen, who is Shannon's ex, Shannon Beador's ex, who she was on the show. She's been on the show every season for what 11 years now. Very loyal to Bravo. Should have enough money to walk away. They would have no storyline without her. There's no reason for them to be there without Shannon. Shannon is trying to stay sober, which she did not. She also hit a house. Remember, guys, not allowed to hit a house with her dog in the car, hard enough to break her arm, drinking, lied about it, told the cops it wasn't her, blah, blah, blah. We know. Then she moves in with Jeff Lewis. Then now all of a sudden now you got John Jansen, Mr. Privacy, with another, he's Slade 2.0, okay? Slimy fucking Slade. John Jansen with Jesus jugs. And they're in love. They have sex 5 times a day. Like, we fucking had to hear that. Like, we wanted to hear that, bitch. I did not want to know that because that's, trust me, I don't believe you. Okay, and why would you not sign an NDA? Why did you sign a thing? They would not sign a piece of paper. Shannon said, please. Shannon would have walked away and said, you guys have to sign this, and then you won't talk about me on the show. And they would not fucking sign it. What? So then, you know what? Then I will have to be on the show, because if I can't be on, I'm gonna be able to defend myself. Like, if you can't sit there and promise me, why would you want to? Why do you want to talk about Shannon if your relationship has nothing to do with her? And you're so in love, and you're on the show because we wanted you to be, because Bravo just picked you out of it. Bravo, listen, Jesus jugs. Bravo does not. Well, you're not even here because of you. You're here because of a storyline. Because we got to give Shannon something, because this is a real storyline in her life. That's the only fucking reason, Jesus jugs, that you got here. And Tamara, you fucking dirty pig, how dare you go after your best friend, Shannon, and not be there for her? Why she's got to watch these two be in love and be all over each other and have a good relationship. Like, what the fuck? Like, really? It's so fucking sick. And like, Tamara really literally broke up with Shannon. Like, how is that fair? Like, I want to know, why does Shannon put herself through this? Like, what is wrong with her? What is her life lesson she's not learning? Because I feel like it's like, I don't know. She's putting herself in, she started to drink again, which I don't blame her. You got to watch these two be together, and you have to defend yourself because nobody's there to do it for you. Like, Shannon should have been okay with my best friend Tamara. She should defend me. I should walk away, and she should be able to defend me, right? I should, in my heart, know that somebody there would defend me, but there won't be. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because she's refusing to run away from bad situations. Like, the cards that came out for her was like the 5 of Cups came up, and that's usually lack of emotional stability. So lack of self-worth with being an alcoholic, because that's what she is. And as somebody that I've chose like the sober lifestyle recently, like, I can't go around big parties or anything like that because it makes me want to drink. The energy makes me want to drink. Like, you know, people try to force it on you. So she needs to surround herself with people where she's not in that situation. And she keeps putting herself in unhealthy situations that are forcing her to, or how her mind is working is forcing her to drink, because that's how she copes, because she's not coping with everything that has happened to her.
She now, so is she still dealing with her stuff with David, I guess, right? So she needed, like, I guess David, her husband, I mean, that was some trauma for her, but like, I feel like John,
she's not looking forward to the future. Like, yeah, it's sad.
And David's single, I hear. Like, I think David's getting divorced as well. So I want to make sure her and David don't get back together. I don't know what's going to happen with Shannon, because she's not staying sober, but I don't understand why she doesn't. I don't know. I'm not even looking like those. They said the trailer looked good. I don't know why you guys think that it looks good, because they showed us all the good parts when they forced them to go on vacation. Like I said, they need to put them on an ultimate girls trip and call it a day. Because other than that, they have to force them to get together. None of them ladies want to hang out with each other. When you have Tamara in the middle of it, Shannon, I don't know who's friends with Shannon. I really don't know. I don't know. Like, I know that Tamara has gone after Jennifer, her other friend, Jen and Ryan. That's a whole thing with Ryan. Holy shit. Can you believe that Jen's Ryan is the one who was working with that baseball player who did all that, like, gambling stuff? So the Jen on OC, did you hear about that stuff?
No.
Jen and Ryan, okay? The new Jen, the real pretty Jen that Tamara brought on, and her husband or fiance, or Ryan, the guy that she was with, everybody said, oh, he's a dog, that guy Ryan. So there was a baseball player just recently that was in the news, and he was like Japanese or something, but I guess he's on an American team, who got in trouble for gambling. I guess like how you like Pete Rose thing, I guess, right?
Yeah.
So Ryan was the money guy. Ryan was his like right hand man, and he was opening
the bookie, basically.
Yeah, he was like taking the money and like opening up accounts for him and shit. Yeah, he was like hiding the money and washing it for him. And he was like his right hand man. Yeah, Ryan on OC, like, and we're gonna see it. I was like, no, I remember watching the story. I was like, oh, that guy's fucked. Fucking that guy's fucked. And then you hear, oh my god, it was Ryan. It was this fucking guy. He was doing the accounts, open up an account and washing money for him and shit. Like, however that would work. It's like the biggest fucking like. It's like I don't get it, Jen Shah. I don't like. Why would you go on? Now I guess Ryan didn't really have a choice but to be on the show. But like, I don't know who. What is the psychology behind Jen Shah and like and I don't know. I guess I don't know. Erica knew she knew or not, but like Jen Shah, why did she go on TV knowing that she was literally really running this huge ass scam and was really about to get caught and was like doing it and throwing everything? Did she think that like, what is the psychology by someone that does that? Like, why don't you just not go on TV? like, I mean, why do you put your shit out there? Like, what made her do that?
Well, and like I am not a psychologist. Like I've taken,
I know, but like,
I want people to know that I am not a psychologist.
This is all.
But when it comes to people like that, it's like it's kind of like this addiction and this thrill of I've gotten away with this for so long. So when I used to do forensics accounting, it was it's one of my majors. You know, the thing that I found over and over and over again, especially when it comes to money, it's greed, it's the thrill, and it's this belief that because they've gotten away with it for so many times and so long, they're not going to get caught. It's truly ingrained into this, like the cases that I used to study and everything else, and like the little things that I would find, it all comes down to the belief of greed and not getting caught.
I mean, but she's like, I mean, how do you think Teresa just got caught? Like, and then Erica's getting caught. How did Jen Shah think she was already warned not to do that? Like, it doesn't. I don't understand. Like, what she's.
It's just.
She's real. And then she had to make a decision every single day to leave her house and look at her kids and know that she was committing one of the biggest frauds in like history of the world.
Is she the one that like got called? Like where they were on the party bus and like
that one
showed up.
She's like literally was like, no, I'm a billionaire. Like I got 80 million, and like I mean, like literally like buying having $80,000 fucking parties for people. We're like, how? And everybody's like, what do you do for a living? She was selling leads. It was like a lead thing in Jersey, kind of what Louis does. And she got caught twice, and they warned her not to do it, and she fucking found a way around it again. And it came on TV with spending all kinds of money. And it was her and like her fucking assistant. We called him IRS. Yeah. Oh my. We called him fucking what is his name? Stu. Super changed.
I'm sorry. It's so hard. The IRS.
I know. It's those 3-letter agencies. Damn it. Like you know what I mean? Like there's 3-letter agencies that are coming after everybody. Like you cannot get away from them. You know what I mean? Like there's so many. Like you cannot get away from any of them. And it's like I don't know why in the world you would literally. What kind of fucking criminal fucking brags about it and like ha 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 come get me, you can't catch me. Like basically I'm not guilty literally until the day, like literally not guilty up until they were like going through the evidence and they were fucking, and it was like these messages and like her husband's there, everybody's there, she's telling him how not she's on her side, I'm like she's not guilty. So we got one side and they're like fucking pull up this evidence and then she's like fuck, all right, I'm guilty.
And it was on the spiritual side, like, you know, to address that since that's where my things is. Yeah. This is what happens when you allow your ego to take over. And everyone's like, oh, I've had an ego death. I have an ego death. And I'm like, you're not supposed to kill your ego. You're supposed to keep your ego in check. I get upset when I talk about that. And as somebody that like my sun sign is a Leo, it's all about the ego. I have a lot of Leo placements. My biggest thing is making sure to keep my ego in check, not try to kill her because that's literally killing a part of your soul.
Right, that's who you are, your identity to me.
Yeah, but when you allow it to grow and take over, and you think you're talking to your higher self or like the aspect that is like trying to keep you accountable, and it's your ego instead. That's when you have these people that keep popping up that think that they're not going to get caught and they're going to do this and that and everything else. And then hella shocked when they are caught and they're being held accountable. And it's like, but,
No.
but no, I can't do that. I'm too pretty to do that. Like,
Yeah.
that won't get into me. It's
I'm
like,
like, my life is real. Like, this isn't TV. No, hun. It's not really, yeah. It's not really just TV, hun. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I really think like she thought that it was gonna. I don't know what she thought. She really was doing the most. Like, and I don't know how her husband. That's the thing with him. Can we ask the cards about her husband? Because I think that he knew. I thought for a long time that he didn't know until he let somebody else pay for his birthday party and thought that was a thing. Like, literally, like the one chick paid for his birthday party, right? Jen Shaw, and they didn't pay her back, right? So on the show, she's like, I need my money back. And he actually thought that these people were going to pay. And like, I don't know what his wife, she convinced him of this, that another man should pay for your birthday party. It was like 50 grand or some shit. And it was like, oh, I don't know, dude. You're weird. Like, why? What are you? So, and it's like, how do you think your wife has all this money when you only make $300,000 a year?
He refused to look to the future. So the cards that came out were like, and I don't want to hold everyone up because it's like telling a story.
Yeah,
is he honestly thought that his wife was a hard worker with like
he did.
bonds? Like he just thought like she was like busting her ass and making money from deals and all this other stuff. She also filled him up emotionally. And the reason the Page of Cups comes up because it's more of like the younger childlike, like you're filling me up emotionally and you're paying for these parties and you give me everything my parents basically didn't give me and what I didn't get. Like you're feeding my inner child. So that's
like,
when he was able to look like. So the Six of Cups is, and I said I wasn't going to show him, but yeah. Like the Six of Cups reversed is about you're not letting go of the past. He was refusing to look at her transactions and her past history and really diving deep. And like, because he literally thought the sun shone out of her ass.
That's
like,
crazy. He would like never know.
He just, I don't even know if it was love, but it's like, the thing that I'm tapping in and seeing is that he just really did not want to question. And how many times have we seen those roles reversed when it comes to women? Like, one thing people jump down Lala's throat. There's rumors about her ex-husband, everything else. How did she?
She put me out there though.
We can literally put blinders on when we think we're in love or we see someone as our savior or the person that's giving us something that has never done so before.
It's just crazy. I don't understand. Like, I thought he was smart. He's a lawyer, and then he was like a football coach, so he's never there. So I thought, like she was like, I guess she could lie to him about how much she worked because he was always at the football. He was like in a different state for months at a time. So like, I don't know. So then she started to like really, I guess, like really steal this money, and he didn't realize it because he doesn't make that much. But I don't know how he thought that she was like. I don't know. I guess he really did believe she was bringing that kind of money in. But didn't he see? He's a lawyer. Like, how did he not see their bank account? Like, I guess he thought there was. I don't know. Maybe he thought it was legal what she was doing.
Well, and think about it. Like, we are now in the time that is promoting like passive income, passive income, passive income. That is very easy to say. Hey, it was just passive income, honey. Like, I'm getting paid for like courses and doing this and like appearances, and this is how much I'm making.
But I wonder, like, there's like I think it was like 80 million or something. I don't think it was that much, but like it was like high millions. I think there's no effing fucking way that he must have not. There must be money that he doesn't know about because she did not make that much, and she did not have a job.
Oh, I'm sure she has offshore. Like with she did. How she set everything up, she has offshore accounts.
She's in jail now. I mean, but like she's not. She said it's 6 years, but like we're not waiting. People say Bravo's waiting for her.
That was confirmation. She was hiding a lot of money.
She's hiding money. See, guys.
So IRS, if you're listening, look off offshore accounts.
Yes, her and Snoop's chains were like opening offshore accounts and had millions and millions of dollars that like of all these old people's money. And like he sold her out, but he got more years than her. I don't know why. 12 people sold her out. So there was like a whole chain of things, and she was at the top. And they were going up the ladder, and finally, like, they got her, and there's nobody else for her to rattle, and she is the top dog. But they had to literally create a tier in the New York State in the Southern District of New York because a higher tier was how much money she sold because they didn't even have it. I guess they have like a tier 1, 3, 2, whatever, like which worse than the other. So they had to make it like an A, like had to make an extra one because they couldn't. The tier wasn't high enough for the amount of money that she had stolen. She only got 6 years. It's so crazy. And now, did you hear about the Chrisley chick? Savannah Chrisley's mom. What is it? Todd? What is Chrisley? What is Todd Chrisley's wife's name? The ones they just got. They're in jail. So it's Todd Chrisley, and I forget his wife's name. They were on the show, the Chrisleys, and they were like this. Yeah,
the scammer preachers and all.
Yes, right. Yeah. He's not a preacher, but he was actually we never even see him go to church. That's the funny thing. But he acted like he was like a preacher guy. But like anyway, they got in trouble for like I don't know all kinds of different fraud and like I don't know like bank fraud and tax fraud, and they got sentenced to like 9 years or some shit. Or she got 7, he got 9. She just appeals it, right? Apparently, they had already given her a break. So she was sentenced to like her sentence guidelines, like the points were like at 31 or some shit. This is how like Jane explains it. So and instead of giving her like I guess it was like concurrent or something, or they did concurrent for her 2 sentences or whatever. So anyway, so they gave her a break from like 9 years to 7, right? Mm-hmm. But this fucking appeal breaks that entire. The appeal gets accepted, right? But that undoes her break. So if she loses the appeal, which she did, she then has to take the 9 years. So not only, so what happened is the judge said, oh, no. The appeal, they looked at it. They said, oh, nope, sorry. Guess what? Now you have your original sentence, 9 years. So what what a dumbass. Like I said, who's advising her? Like what lawyer fucking told her this was a good fucking idea? Because then the lawyer's like, wait, I'm just looking at how more. I already gave you a break, hun. Like, you already got a break for this shit, hun. But now you've undone your sentencing. I have to just resentence you to your sentencing since you said I did something wrong. So since we went through it all, you're right. I should have never given you a break. Here you go. So now, I mean, she is like losing her mind there. These people don't like prison. These people are not prison people. Like, we're not prison people either.
Is anybody prison people? Like, no one should be prison people.
He's like, they're taking pictures of me in the middle of the night. They're talking to me. They're setting me up because I'm famous. They're God, they don't have air conditioning. It's prison, motherfucker. You're not going to have all the hot water, cold water. You're not going to have shampoo. You're going to have people taking pictures of it. You always liked it. You wanted to be, you're famous. You know what I mean? Oh, now you don't want your picture taken? It's so crazy. And it's like, he has to get out. He has to get out. He can't take it. He's got it. He didn't do anything wrong. It's so crazy to me. The daughter has a podcast to try to like talk about how they're not guilty. Like all they're doing is pissing off the fucking prosecutors and the judge. Like the prosecutors, I don't know who's advising them. But I wouldn't mean to bring it up. I just brought it up because I just thought, Jesus, like these stupid criminals that go on TV when they're committing fraud.
And they act interesting, like, because and I know you said it more like just a thing. You said Jesus. And the thing is like these people like them, they were talking about how Christ-like and they were, and they are the exact opposite of everything that Jesus preached. Exactly. And this is me coming from a Southern Baptist background. That's how I was raised. My dad was a missionary. Like, trust me, like it kills him that I do this now.
Oh.
But the thing was that I even saw within that church is that those people did not embody what Jesus's teachings were. And you're seeing a lot of these people that hide behind religion and behind Jesus's name are being taken down one after another. And they're like, oh, God's going to save me. No, he's not. He's going to teach you a lesson. God is like, he is love and everything else, whatever your universe, spirit, whatever you want to call it, is love. And like any loving parent, if you keep messing up, they're going to make sure you try it, give you opportunities to right yourself. That might be prison. Maybe you'll learn a lesson.
Exactly, because like you said, they didn't embody anything that had to do with Jesus' teachings, his energy, his conscious, like the return of Christ consciousness. Everybody thinks when they say return of Christ, they think it's like in the physical. And what it means is the energy coming in is this consciousness, Christ consciousness, where we're all going to be a loving, especially a spiritual loving place. But like there's some people that can't handle that. And their energy is just, it's the opposite. And I think it's making them do bad things. And if they're not going to
Their
Yes.
soul is lashing out in this
Yeah.
energy in these, like, so in
Yeah.
chaos there and chaos magic, there is a
Okay.
belief that if what people believe enough in one thing, it manifests and becomes true. That can also be the case of creating new gods. And a show that really illustrates it in a book is American Gods, talks about it
Okay.
perfectly and what this theory and how some of these beings came to be and how
Yeah.
they get their powers by the power of belief.
Right.
So with a lot of these Christians that are, preaching Christ consciousness, preaching Christ, they really aren't. And they've
No.
created essentially this energy that protects them that is full of hate and full of disdain and full of everything else. So when they do come in contact with true love and true Christ consciousness, it's like their entire soul rejects it.
And that is how I do feel. So I feel noticed lately there's been